Hey y'all, it's me, Cody. Welcome to the Cody Knits podcast. I can't remember which episode, but it's 14 or 15 or something like that. I'm Cody, for those of you who may not know. This is a podcast about yarn, knitting, crochet, fun stuff like that. Um, Yeah, so you can find me here on YouTube at Cody Knits. You can, or Cody Knits Podcast, CODI Knits. And you can find me on Instagram as nurse underscore Cody. And that name is because I am a nurse, if you don't know that. And if you're clever, you can find me on Facebook. But that's really the only like social media stuff that I you Ravelry. I'm also Cody Knits on Ravelry, CODI. And let's see. Oh, the podcast group, Cody Knits Podcast, is on Ravelry as well. So make sure you go and check that out. And speaking of Ravelry, I am making a goal to try my best to be more active on Ravelry, at least in my podcast group. I would like, I'm trying to get better at responding to your questions or your comments and things like that. So I'm trying, but I don't want to promise anything because the school and everything is busy. But I am trying. I always read them and that kind of stuff, but I haven't really been that great about adding my 2 cents into things and things like that. But I want to try to get better. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot of time. I actually recorded this earlier today, and it was this morning. It was lovely out on the deck, but you couldn't hear me. So I'm recording it again. So if I get a little confused, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get into the best part of the show. That's the yarn stuff. So, guess what? I finished my sock. It's a little bit small, but not terrible. I have ladders. Um, and things like that. But it's a sock. And look at that. I think I did pretty good for that little Kitchener stitch thingy. But yeah. And I passed it on. Look how adorable this thing is. Isn't that so cute? Thank you. The person who gave this to me made it for me. They know who they are, but it's a secret. I've also passed on for the ribbing for the next one. Got a few more rows to go on that. The yarn is Malabrigo Soft. The colorway is Persia. And the bag is one of my bags from Mina Makes. She has the Knitting Expat podcast, and then her shop is Mina Makes at Etsy, minamakes.etsy.com. She's so wonderful. If you haven't seen her podcast, you should check it out. It's really a great podcast. She also designs patterns, and she has some beautiful patterns. And she likes rainbows. Who doesn't like rainbows? This is in the bag from Miss JC that she made for me. I love this bag. I love all my bags, but I love the ones that are made special for me. Like people thought of me, and so they made them. The sun is coming right through the window right now, so hopefully that doesn't aggravate you. But anyway, this is the main cell shawl that I'm making for my mom. It's reversible. So I've made a little bit of progress on it this week. Not a whole lot. And I'm not going to be making tons and tons of progress on things with schoolwork and everything. So sorry, you have to keep looking at it. But this is the yarn. Plymouth Yarn Company. Encore Tweed. It's a worsted weight. It's acrylic, wool, and rayon. And I got a bunch of these. I think 5 or 6 balls of this. So I'm making this for my mom. It's called the Half and Half, if I didn't say that earlier. And it's really cool. Let me tell you who it's by. I think I'm pretty bad about that, telling you who it's by, but I need to get better. But I gotta find it. The Irish Knit Cat Designs. And that's the shawl. I like that it's so big, and my mom's gonna love that being wrapped around her shoulder. And you really can make it as big as you want. I mean, it tells you the pattern, and it just says repeat it until it's the size you want it. So that's that. Sorry for the dinging. But yeah, I really like that one. It's cool that it's reversible. Like half of it looks like knit stitch, the other half looks like purl stitches, and when you flip it over, it's the reverse. So there's no right side or wrong side. It's been fun making that. The other shawl, whew, 2 shawls. I probably won't do that again. But one is for me and one is for my mom. But this one, it's called the Main Cell Shawl. It's black and red. I'm using Malabrigo yarn. One is called, the red is Ravelry Red, and the black is called Black, I think. Oh, I lost the little, oh, I put the little tag in my journal. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, black. So that's that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's easy to memorize, pattern. I like that. This bag was made by Erin at Give Me Yarn 418, Southpaw Creations. I sent her a bunch of fabric, and I really like this. And so she made me a little bag. Oh, and I found this little charm, and I added it to it. It's a little anchor. Speaking of Erin, this is another one of Erin's bags. A little froggy. I think these are her Poor Girl Project bags. They're like drawstring, but I love them, especially for this. But this is her Mia hat I've started. So there's the cool little braided pattern. Guess the sun went behind a cloud. It's supposed to rain. The yarn, here's the yarn. It's purple. And let's see. The yarn is uh it's a Lime Brand yarn, Vanna's Choice. And Vanna White. I never put that. I don't know why, but I never put those two and two together. It's Vanna White. Is the is Vanna. And it's her. I guess they put her name on it on that certain brand. But anyway, the colorway is Purple Mist, and it's 100% acrylic. I really like it. It's coming up pretty good. The pattern is beautiful. It's very well written, like everything she does. And it's a very elegant style of hat, and I think like anyone can wear it. So that I highly recommend you go and get that pattern and have some water. I have a goal to drink a lot more water because I have not been drinking enough water and I've been feeling really dehydrated and tired. Um, Coffee and tea does not substitute for water, and I just need to drink more of it. And I don't not like it. I just don't make myself drink it, especially when I'm at clinic and busy and stuff. I just don't think about it. But even when I'm home, I'm not really drinking it. I'm finding myself I'm really thirsty a lot, and I find that I'm hungry a lot, even if I've just eaten. And I was thinking, I'm not hungry. I'm thirsty, and I wake up in the middle of the night just super thirsty. So I was like, I need to drink more water. I always preach at my patients to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. What's next? This is my cozy memories blanket, the stockyard blanket. This is the bag that Miss Diane sent me. I love it. It's made from an old tea towel. How cool! I don't remember if I showed you or not. I think I did. I love this bag. I love it because she made it, or she thought of me and sent it to me, and it's special. Things like that are special to me. But anyway, here's progress I've made. Oh, the yarn blanket. Got 13 squares. I really like working on this because I love seeing how the yarns knit up. It's cool how some of them kind of look. That looks like I ran out of yarn and started another one, but I didn't. I guess this is self-striping or something. Um, but it looks like I used two yarns, but I didn't. Um, and I love all the pretty colors. I'm getting a lot better. When I first did it, when you get to the last two, when you got two stitches left, I used to, so I did the decrease to make you have two, and then I'd flip it, knit it, bind off, and it was making the tip weird and too wonky. So what I started doing is as soon as I got two stitches left on my needles, I didn't knit anymore. I just went ahead and I take the one of the stitches and slip it over the other one and cut the yarn and pull through. And that makes it fit a lot better into the squares. And look, I don't know if I can show you. I don't know. But look, for instance, these are the first ones I did. And you can't really tell, but it's a little messier there. But then if you go and look like at these, sorry, it's hard for me to show you because I can't see what you're seeing. Yeah, that's a lot neater of that section. And also, putting one of the stitches into that, where they're combined, putting a stitch into that one also helps it look a little nicer. You guys have been doing these memory blankets for a long time, so you probably know all that, but yeah. Oh, I have so many little sock yarn thingies to put in my blanket, and I am loving it. Thank you to those of you who sent me little sock yarn, little leftovers, and little balls of sock yarn, because I didn't have any. Well, actually, I said that, but then I looked back. I was like, oh, that's sock yarn, but I just haven't used it, and I didn't think about it. So I had one skein that was sock yarn. But anyway, I don't want to do a whole blanket out of that one color. So anyway, thank you all who have donated. I am loving making this, and it's fun whenever you just kind of want to have a little, like, you want to cast on or something, and you want to finish. So I always feel really accomplished, even though this blanket's like a long-term thing. I always feel like I accomplished something when I knit a square and finish a square, and it's fun. Other thing, okay, I'm really upset about this one. So this is my baby sweater, and I needed to use the needles for something. I don't even remember what. So I put these little things on, right? Mm. Well, I put them on this one too. I went in the bag and I was like, oh no, it came off somehow. Not only did it come off, it broke off. So inside the little tip there is where it's screwed on. So I can't even put a needle back in there. So this cord is ruined. And also some of my stitches came out, which actually they came out earlier today when I was showing you guys this the first time that I recorded. And these came out. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I know how to pick up stitches. Um, but it's just, uh, I was so, I was so upset because I was trying to, put a good dent in that. But now I have to get over it. I'm gonna put it aside and get over my frustration with it and pick it back up that way. And I have to do it at some, like, when I have time to sit down and kind of really think about it, because it's not gonna be fun switching all those um, stitches onto another needle, or and loopy thing, and yeah. So I just have to be in the right mindset to do it. Otherwise, it's just gonna make me a little frustrated. And I've been crocheting too. I put a few more stripes here on my corner to corner blanket. Sorry, I don't know if you heard me. Corner to corner blanket. I'm using I Love This Yarn, different color blues and white. And this is the leftovers. I bought a whole bunch to make my mom the drop in the pond Afghan. I did there's on YouTube, there's a lady named Beth in Texas, and she has like step by step video tutorial how to do the whole blanket, and it's wonderful. And I just watched that and did it, so it was fun. You can look on my Ravelry page, and I have a picture of it if you're interested. I really recommend that if you are interested in doing a crochet blanket. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm using the leftovers to make just a little lap blanket. I have one more work in progress, but I'm going to show you that in a little bit. So those are all my whips. I guess I'll go ahead and do stash acquisition, because I have gotten some, a couple of things. I got 2 sets of stitch markers. Now I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and I'm going to do a little giveaway once I reach 400. And what I'll do is, just do like a random draw. And if that person wants stitch markers, then I'll send them to them. And you get to pick which ones of these you want. And um, and then when I get to 500, I'm going to do a big giveaway. Anyway, these are from Erin at Give Me Yarn 418, her Etsy shop, Southpaw Creations. Look how cute these little owls are. And I love how the little things up top match. So that, and then you get that one, and you get 4 of these. And I just thought these were so cute. I needed some stitch markers, and when I have stitch markers, when I buy stuff, I do try to buy things like that, and even some yarns and stuff from you guys, and other crafters and that kind of thing. I try to support you guys. And I got another one, and they're also owls, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I bought both set. But it's the same owl. But it's got a little blue and green. And the difference is the size of the ring at the top. That, and you get 4 of these. So when I get to 400, I'll do a little giveaway, and you can pick, whoever wins can pick which set they like. Look, she put them in these cute little bags. There's some kids playing at the pool, and they sound like they're having a really good time. So, I bought 2 skeins of this. It's purple. It's Ella Ray Lace Merino worsted, extra fine superwash merino wool, 100% wool, 100 grams. The color is 122 lavender. But I thought it was really pretty. I ordered it line somewhere. I can't even remember. It might have been Knit Picks or something like that, but I can't remember. But I bought it because I needed a yarn to make my Mrs. Bakery Bear with, which leads me into my last work in progress, and also I want to talk about the knit along. So as I mentioned, I started knit along on September 1st, and it runs through October 1st. And it's a Bakery Bear knit along, and you can make a Mr. or a Mrs. Bakery Bear or Gelato Giraffe, just any of those. And I'm doing it to kind of get more support for the Bakery Bears. They're so wonderful, and as a patron, you get access to video tutorials that Kay has done. And what she has done is, if you don't know, she has a whole series on finishing techniques and tips for your Bakery Bear. And as you can see from my little Mr. Bakery Bear, I really need those. I'll show you. I wasn't really good at sewing. And this is actually one of the first knitting projects I've did. when I was still pretty, I mean, I'm still a new knitter, but fairly new. But yeah, I had never made this is my first little shirt I ever made. But anyway, and the eyes are barely hanging on and stuff like that. But I love them. So I wanted to make another one after seeing those tutorial videos, and they have made the first video of that series available for everyone. And I think it's how to properly stuff the head so that you get the shaping that you need. Um, to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek. So if you're interested and you like those kind of videos, she has more, tons more, and more planned. She has a soft one and things like that. So you should go be a patron. Um, and so I'm doing that knit along. So let me show you. I've made a little progress. This is going to be your head. It's flat right now, but I'll puff it up. Um, I always knit everything and then stuff it as I can. Like, so for example, I knit the head and 2 ears. I got the nose in here somewhere. Oh, this is my nurse bag that Jennifer made me from Cupcake Crochet. Obviously, I love it. As you know. So yeah. Oh, and if you saw me put a picture if you follow me on Instagram, I had hand wound this ball. It's the same color as this. I bought 2 for whatever reason. But I used my knees as my Swift, and I hand wound this ball of yarn for whatever reason. I don't know what irked me to do that. But yeah, it wasn't a disaster or anything. My knees worked great. My knees were a little tired of being in that position. So, we're going to have awesome prizes. And one of the prizes, I told you, is going to be a bag from Kay. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see, you've seen this picture, but look, she always wraps her stuff in the cutest little things. Tissue paper and the cutest little washi tape. So she left one end open so that I could show it to you. But look at this adorableness. It's got the cute little bears. It's like circus bears. And no, it's so cute. I want to keep it. And then it's got the cute little handle that matches the bottom. And of course you get a Bakery Bear pin. The inside is lined with the like red checkers, red and white, and it's square bottom. So it smells good. It's good and thick, well made, just like everything Kay does. It's wonderful. So that's exciting. You get to. I'm trying to put it back just perfectly because I want to send it to you like this. So you also, if you win, there's going to be 3 winners. Bryony is going to pick her favorite pictures. And the first prize is going to be you get Kay's bag. You get a pattern of your choice from Ravelry for $10 or less. And you're going to get some stitch markers. And second prize gets a skein of yarn. Oh, and also a skein of yarn for the grand prize too. I got something on my tongue. Fuzzies on my tongue. And second prize gets a skein yarn and stitch markers. And the third one is going to get a pattern from Ravelry for $10 for less, and some stitch markers. So that's exciting. I haven't decided which yarn I'm going to give. I may give this one because I really do like it. But I might try to find something else. So yeah, that's the knit along. So I'm excited about that. Oh, also, the Crochet Hoovian is doing a knit along, a toy along, I believe, and you can enter it into both. She says she's cool with double dipping into both, and I'm totally cool with it. So yeah, might as well, if you make it, go over there and check it out. Um, Ooh, I have a finished object. I completely forgot. Hold on, I'll be right back. I don't know if I showed you guys my little thing. This is my Bankhead hat. I never made one before. And it's this is exactly where I like for my hat to come down on my ears. I like it just covering my ears. It's perfect. I made it for me. The yarn is Color Duo. Let me double check in my handy little knitter's notebook. Did I show you guys this? I don't know. But yeah, this is my knitter's journal. What I've been calling it. I just put in the yarns and stuff of the pattern. This is where I did my pattern. Kind of like a scrapbooky kind of thing. But yes, it was Color Duo, Cascade Yarn, the color 204. I don't know why they don't name things, but it's like a gray, silver, and a blue. Beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to wear it. But it's 70% baby alpaca, 30% merino wool, and I pretty much am in love with it. So the other thing I got this week is a new teacup. So I only have one teacup, and I love tea, and I decided I think I'm going to start collecting teacups. I have a few coffee mugs and stuff like that, but not tea. And I really enjoy drinking tea out of tea cups and not necessarily a mug, like a coffee mug. But here it is. It's blue and white, and it's got this cute little saucer. So yeah, I love it. I'm not drinking any tea right now because I'm trying to drink water. Drink water. Um, and in that water, I put fresh lime juice in it to give it a little bit of something. I'm looking around. Oh, those of you who said you were interested in the yarn that I showed off last time, to give away or swap or whatever, I sent it. I put it in the mail. And I forgot, I have one more thing to put in the mail, but it doesn't have to do with the yarn. I just did all that. That's from Alhambra, California. I don't know who that is. You'll probably hear Diamond start whining because she thinks every time the phone rings, someone's trying to come in the door. Because it's like, I have a little buzz thing, a buzz door, whatever. Anyway, I am expecting some a Grubhub delivery. Hey, sorry about that. I had to get Diamond because she was gonna start really whining at the door. What? Say hello to Bryony. It's Diamond. Say hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. That's my little girl. Hope you good. Mm-hmm. Um. So Diamond really loves people, and she gets excited when people come, and it's not very often. So if she hears, so I have to push a button on my phone to make so that the doors open into the building so people can come up. And so she thinks that every time the phone rings and I silence it, that means somebody's coming up. Anyway, now she's running around all excited. So, anyway, um, I think that's all I really have for this week. Um, oh, I was going to tell you some of my favorite podcasts. So this is just a few of them that I watch, and some of them are new, and some of them I've been watching for a while. So obviously, I love watching Bob Wilson 123 videos. She does crochet. Let's see, 24 karat crochet, Miss Zoe. I watch Jimmy on 418. Um, and let's see, a new one I've been watching is called Knitting in the City, and she's from uh, Amsterdam, I believe, Holland, I believe. So anyway, she is so funny. She only has like 4 or 5 episodes out, but she uses a lot of sound effects, and it's hilarious. Cracks me up. And she has a massive Hexy Puff beekeeper blanket she's been doing. It is awesome. It's pretty epic, so you should go check it out. Let's see. Oh, the Fawn Knits. I've been watching her. She's very shy, um, and but she's very creative, very artsy. She has her own Etsy shop, and she does really unique prints and things like that. So I definitely go check her out. Oh, I'll of course I watch Miss Margaret. Sheepishly sharing. I love when she puts out a new video. Um, she does crochet and she's learning knitting. And actually, I think she's a better knitter than she lets on. Um, obviously, I watch the Bakery Bears podcast. Yarngasm. Um, oh, Stitched in Sweden. Maria. She has a lot of wonderful information to give. And what I mean by that is she, um, I learn so much about knitting watching her podcast. So she has like technique tips and things like that. But she goes in and like explains to you how things work. Like recently, she's been talking about short rows. She's been making like a sweater thing, and she's been using short rows to make so that the back comes up higher than the front, like because you want this to be a little bit lower than, and you want the back to come up here. Even on this shirt, you can kind of see that, but she used short rows to do that, and she goes in and explains how the short rows do that and that kind of stuff. And she has some beautiful patterns. M. Monska, I think is her designer name too. Um, so I would definitely recommend watching her podcast because she not only does she show off some beautiful yarn, but I feel like I learn a lot from her podcast. Um, a homespun house. I really like that one. She has a very calming um, voice and aura about her, and even with a new baby and a little girl, and it's just wonderful. Um, I love watching Jan uh, Carruthers. Oh, I'm probably saying your last name wrong, but Miss Jan, she is, and she has a friend that comes on. She crochets, and she has a friend that comes on too every now and then. And but I just love listening to her videos. I think I just like hearing her talk. Um, and watching her sneak in yarn that she's not supposed to be buying, but she did anyway, and things like that. So I just enjoy that one. Um, I think that's it for this time. There's so many I could go on for hours, but um, I'm going to start a thread on on my Ravelry group called something about favorite podcasts or something like that. And I'll put the links to these ones that I mentioned in there. And also, you can come, and if you have your own podcast, or if you have your favorite podcast and they're not on the list, put them there so we can check out other podcasts. Because sometimes when I come home, I don't, you know, like right now, I'm kind of caught up on everyone's. So I don't really have a podcast to watch. So, and like while I eat dinner or something, I like to watch a podcast rather than watching TV or something like that. I'm really not a TV watcher. If I watch TV, it's like I'll put on like Food Network or America's Funniest Home Videos. I do enjoy that. Or I watch like something on the History Channel or something. I just don't watch TV shows. I do like Netflix. I'll watch like shows on there every now and then, like Doctor Who and whatnot. But my Xbox, something's wrong. It won't download the update. It said I was out of memory, and I bought a thingy so that it could. And they're telling me something about I'll have to take it somewhere, and so right now I don't have access to my Netflix on my TV. I could watch it on my computer, but what, I don't know. Whatever. I just don't watch it that much. So I enjoy watching podcasts about yarn, and I don't have to, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna put that thread up. So if you have suggestions or you have your own podcast or your favorites, you can put them there, and we can all share and learn about new podcasts from each other. I think this community is a wonderful community, and we're all excited to support each other and share. And um, yeah, I just love it. So, anyway, I am going to go and actually have my dinner. Hopefully, it'll be here soon. Um, I ordered it off Grubhub. It's some salmon, and I believe there's some mixed vegetables and some rice with it. So I ordered it. There's this app called Grubhub. I think you can do it online too. And they certain restaurants that not necessarily deliver. So like other than just pizza, um, they have this where they go to these restaurants that normally you go to and sit down, and they'll go and you order what you want, and they pick it up and bring it to you, and they charge you a little fee or whatever, but it's definitely worth it, especially in Atlanta. The traffic is horrible all the time, and so if you have to drive far, it's gonna not be good. And then gas is, gas. And as much as I'm driving, and it also causes me to have to stop doing things like working or whatever. And I could have went and picked up something or went and ate, but I decided I wanted to use. I could use the time I'll be waiting for the food, and do the podcast and not waste the time driving there and back and all that. Anyway, Grubhub, if you haven't ever used it, you should check it out. It finds places that are near you, and I used my PayPal, and I actually put the tip on the with the because they charge you on your card or whatever. I put the tip on there. That way, I don't have to worry about having cash and that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Take Diamond out really quick and let her potty and do her business, and hopefully my food will be here. But I hope you all having a wonderful week. It's Labor Day weekend here, so I know you guys in the UK had a bank holiday last week, and this week we have Labor Day, which um yeah. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. So I'm glad that it's here. I'm going to be using that time to hopefully get caught up on schoolwork and ahead. I'm actually trying to get ahead on schoolwork um, because when I come home from clinic, I'm tired. And especially right now, I'm having to drive to Macon, Georgia, and that's almost 2 hours. And it's sometimes longer with the traffic. And that's 2 hours there, and then I have to drive 2 hours back. And by the time I get through with all that, I'm exhausted. Thank God for the audio books because they've been helping me get through those drives. Anywho, I'm gonna go. Like I said already, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your holiday if you have a holiday. Remember, take things one stitch at a time. That's how we get through life, right? Just want you to know that I've been thinking about you guys, and I really appreciate all your support and all that. So until next time, bye.